first off, congrats on that win.
Thank you.
You went from not scoring at all in the first half to being the second leading scorer on your team. What changed? Last year left a bad taste in your mouth. Were you thinking about that today?
For sure. I definitely didn't want to go home today, and definitely not tomorrow.
That last three-pointer. Talk about that.
I mean, they didn't step up. I knew, respectfully, the game was over, so, I mean, they got to step up. I'm a deep shooter. I knew it was going there as soon as I left my hand, and it just felt good to get one going.
Were you showing out for your girlfriend?
You see her over there? Yeah, she's over there. Yeah, she's better than me, but yeah, I had to show it for her.
Jimmy Garrity.
All the celebrations. You were able to give number 5 another game, but what were the emotions that you had when you saw her go down?
Well, I mean, in the huddle and when we got together, any time was like, let's not let this be number 5's last game.
You're taking on number 1 tomorrow at 11. Really quick turnaround. How do you get them ready?
Well, we're going to take some ice baths tonight and send them to bed early.
Yeah, Pete Matthews actually went to the hospital last night, and I had a chance to talk to head coach Jimmy Garrity about the situation, and he wasn't even sure she was going to play last night. But to much surprise, she was here pregame during warm-up, shooting around, so she will be playing today. And when I asked her what went into the decision for her to play today, she said, everyone has adversity, and this is mine, but this is my last year, and I want to leave everything on the court. A member of the coaching staff when I was in the huddle was telling them that the first 3 minutes have to be in their control. They have to set the tone for the fourth quarter. And then Jimmy Garrity came over and said, we are not making switches based on them. We call the shots. And then he held his hand out, and it had a smiley face drawn on it to Paulk and said, this is for you. Then showed it to everybody, said, this is for all of you. Smile, we've got this.
Oh.
Well, we're gonna try to give the viewer a look into your mind. I'm gonna pretend to be, let's say, Kristen Williams, not a baller like her, so let's use our imagination. But kind of just like a pop pass 3 over here. So you're gonna talk to the camera, kind of walk them through everything, and then I'll be over here in the corner.
I'm looking to see if there's any help. If the help comes over to stop me, I'll stop, kick to the corner. And then we're right into the press. We're right into it. On a make.
Oh, yeah. If it would have been anybody else, that would have been a 3.
Coastal Chaos, we also have really good rebounders, so
Oh, yeah.
we'll get that for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Jake, y'all came in, chip on your shoulder after losing last year. You wear shirts that say doubt us. What does this win mean going to the championship for you and your team?
Third member of our crew, Joanne Bethea, she's not 100%.
Yeah, guys, as you will see, AC Carter is still in a face mask from a nose injury earlier this year, but originally her face mask was clear, wasn't working for her, so now it's black and it seems to be working much better. But one thing that head coach Jonathan Sippis emphasized to us is that she has not complained one time, and she keeps telling herself, this is what I asked for. She asked to be a college basketball player. So Dave, Kelly, we will see if that positive mindset pays off today. Okay, I don't know if you saw the end of the last walk and talk that I did with Jaden and my horrible air ball of a shot. Give me some tips on how I can do better.
Okay, I can do it because I did see that shot. So the best tip I can give you is when you get the ball, pass it to Kristen Williams or Savannah Brooks.
Well, I said before, I was like, I'm going to pretend to be Kristen Williams. I know I'm not the baller like her.
I think the coach in me tells you to hunt the assist and not the made basket.
It's funny, my high school basketball coach told me the same thing.
Third member of our team, Joanne Bethea.
Dave, that is right. SoCon new member of the year, ranked champion, is out today due to an injury. On Tuesday in practice during a routine screen play, he happened to step wrong. Now, we haven't been told the extent of this injury, but I was watching him pregame. There was no tape or any brace on his leg, so we can expect him to be very lively on the bench. I actually saw him take a couple shots, but I think, Dave and Dean, this is an understatement to say that this is a big loss for Chattanooga. Sanford is only 36% for threes. How is your defense containing their behind-the-arc game? Anderson already has 19 points for the first half. How does he keep putting himself in the position to score?
He the man right here. He the man.
Well, you obviously have a lot of love for your team, and this is only your first year, and you were such an integral part of them winning, going to the semifinals. What is this moment like? Quick turnaround, 4 o'clock tomorrow. It's almost 11 o'clock tonight. What goes into preparation? Coach, you told me yesterday that you were going to have to make them shoot on your terms, so you feel like you've done that.
Is Joanne Bethea.
Another member of that UNCG team is Donovan Atwell. He is a tenacious person on defense and incredible behind the arc, but when I talked to head coach Mike Jones about him, he didn't talk about his performance. He talked more about his character, saying, Donovan is one of the best people I've ever known. He is polite off the court and tenacious competitor on the court. He is the type of player every coach wants to have, and that he listens and does what he's asked of. An incredible consistent rate. His discipline and consistency on both sides of the ball is the underlying backbone of our team. Coach, Giles and Atwell, two guys that normally can't be contained. What are you doing to keep them from scoring? I mean, they had 0 points between the two of them in the first half. What is your message when you go in the locker room to come back out and finish this? Jada Sessions, as you mentioned, is a key player to this team, and she has just gotten better and better as the year has progressed. And when I talked with head coach Pierre Curtis about this, he said that she has worked really hard, and it's taken some time to get her flow back. But if there's ever a time to get the flow back, it's right now. And he really emphasized that in order for this team to play well, she has to play well. Jada, wow, you're a senior. That wasn't your last game. Y'all pulled off the upset. What is this moment like? As you are a senior and a leader of this team, and it's great that you won and you get to celebrate, but this isn't it. You play Chattanooga tomorrow. How do you and your team stay mentally in check and focused? 13 points, 10 rebounds for you today. How are you able to be so successful? Coach, congrats on the win, but that one was probably a little too close for comfort. What adjustments need to be made moving forward? Elise Kane really stepped up today, 15 rebounds, 13 points. How important is she as you move forward in this tournament?
Kalisha's a phenomenal player and a league rebounder.
What's up, Teal Nation? I'm Joanne Bethea, back with a walk-in talk presented to you by Jiffy Lube. And today, from softball, we have Kirsten Russo. Let's walk the bases and get to know you. First off, 2 days away from the season starting. What are the emotions you and the team are having?
I know the whole team in the locker room right now is just energetic, and we're all excited.
Last year, you suffered an injury. What did you learn while being on the bench, and how did you overcome that adversity?
Honestly, I think I've learned so much being on the other side of the ball that I can now take this year and use on this side. So,
you know, like you said, you learned a lot and you're a senior. How do you plan to lead this team? You mentioned today is Girls and Women in Sports Day. Do you have any advice for younger girls that want to play collegiate sports?
All right, let's go down to Joanne standing by with the head coach for the Chanticleers 10-back.
Thanks, Jeff. Coach, what adjustments do you plan to make on defense to try and slow down Virginia's offense? You just mentioned turnovers. Do you feel like your offense just needs to settle down and play sound football? As you said, they're not used to being, trailing in a game. This is the first time all year. What is your message to them as you head into the locker room?
We just got to relax and play football.
Melissa, talk about the emotions being in Paris. You come from little old Carvers Bay High School, being the best in the world in something. Well, I actually brought a t-shirt from 2015 track finals because I was there and ran against you. So I am just so honored to be able to interview you. But yeah, both of our names are on the back of this t-shirt. So this is my claim to fame now. You have a handshake.
Yep.
When you come out. Okay, teach me this handshake.
Okay, so you go this, you go 2 times here, and you go up, and then you link it like that. That's what I do with JP.
Does this get you like hype?
Yeah.
Well, everybody, come out and see Coastal Chaos for yourself. You can get tickets for their games at goccusports.com/tickets, and you will not want to miss this action.
Signs up.
Naya, Coach Pedersen says that when you step on the court, people just play better. How are you able to be that for your team?
I think I've realized that over the years, there's a lot of different ways that you can contribute on the court, and I found that one of the big ways I'm able to contribute was with my voice.
Lastly, big debate around here. Do you put your Christmas decorations up before Thanksgiving or after Thanksgiving?
We had our tree up the day before Thanksgiving this year in my apartment.
Give the audience kind of a look into your brain.
Let's do it.
So, here, I'm going to be QB.
You're going to be QB.
I am. So just walk us through the touchdown that you had this past Saturday.
Yeah, so we run a lot of quarterback sweep. So Ethan took the ball. He's going to act like he's going to run here. And I'm kind of acting like I'm blocking. In the moment that these guys pass me, I'm up, running a little corner out right here. Just like that. Exactly like that.
Did you know that it was coming to you? Was that
right when I passed the guys, I knew, touchdown.
To start, you were elected by your teammates to be a captain.
this year. What kind of honor is it knowing that that's what your teammates think about you?
Coach, after this tough loss against Louisiana, you said you learn about your team during adversity. What did you learn about them tonight? One of the points of emphasis you told me before the game was rebounds. You out-rebounded your opponent 42-25. How are you able to do that? You're about to go on the road, take on rival App State. What does a big win like this do for your team?
All wins are good wins, right? You want to spell fun, it's W-I-N.
And welcome courtside alongside Joanne Bethea. Sam Wiederhaft with you on ESPN+. Joanne, these two teams move extremely fast on the floor. They can score at a high clip. And talking to both head coaches before this one, we can expect a track meet at the HTC Center this afternoon.
Yeah, the style of play is attributed to the fact that both of these teams use their entire rosters, give their players a chance, a time to recharge. So this game is going to come down to depth. Whose bench is faster and stronger?
Brianna Rhodes can score easily, and she's dominating on the boards as well.
Yeah, she already has 38 rebounds for the season. She's just an aggressive forward, knows how to go up and grab the ball, but she also is an asset on offense. She shoots 43% from inside the arc, so overall, just a great player.
For the Chanticleers, Jaden Marable has been extremely efficient with the basketball this season.
Yeah, she's a great decision maker, and it shows. She's #1 in the Sun Belt for assist-turnover ratio. She is the heartbeat of this offense, so if Jacksonville State can get her out of rhythm, then they can get Coastal's offense out of rhythm.
Here, my name is Matthew Schwenke alongside Joanne Bethea. Joanne, what can we expect to see in tonight's game?
Well, you have two teams that play a very fast pace. They have girls rotating a lot, coming in, giving all that they've got for a couple minutes. And you're going to see a lot of similarities, though, because Union head coach Alika Carr actually coached under Coastal head coach Kevin Pedersen at Lander. So you're going to see some similarities, and I think it's going to be a fun ball game to watch. Two words that Coach Pedersen likes to drill into his girls is focus and discipline, and he even joked with me earlier that if they got 2 tattoos on their arms, those are the 2 words he wants to be there, because he just wants those to be stuck with them while they play.